fucking crash. Okay, why can't I find... Ah, there it is. Okay. Everything looks to be working. Okay. Quick. Oh, really? Side passage right away. I think that's only the second or third time I've ever had that happen. This is a fixed thing, so it's something that's always here. What am I looking at here? Rats and a beast. This weapon's not the greatest against an enemy that you can already stagger anyway. Now you, on the other hand, would be quite interesting. There we go. Now give me my HP. That's what I wanted. Okay, I was about to say, you better be dead. Blood vials. Dig it. Probably could have stand to have used some of them before I picked that up. Yeah, I think I'll prefer this because it looks like you're going to have cubby holes for enemies to hide in. I heard that. Pardon me, what? Alright, so it looks like enemies are roaming about above me. Yeah. Whoa, hello! Alrighty then. I was actually thinking when I walked into the tunnels that I should be watching out for those, but I forgot about it when I got out of them. Okay. That's a one-way door, but I can still peek. Peace. It was probably the sound of him bumping into a sensor or smoke screen and then breaking it, which is neat. That's a trap if I ever saw one. There it is. If I can line this up right. Cost Parasite's actually a good choice for that guy, because they have very high physical defense. Do I have any ranged options that I could break that with? Well, now that I've been in the goddamn room, doesn't matter. Oh, am I really already on the other side of that shortcut? Design of this area is very unusual so far. Don't know what I'm really working with here yet. Let's see, and I don't want to fight one of these with a cost parasite. Thank you. Now you see, isn't it lovely that I can do that? I can trade a hit for a visceral. I have enough HP to do that, even this late into the game. That's how it's supposed to be. Fucking cursed dungeons were unpleasant. And I will have my shortcut. Alright, what do we got? Door and nothing immediately apparent. Okay, hang on. That sounds like the toilet's still running, and it shouldn't be. Be right back. I think that toilet's still draining. Yeah. You have the trigger jammed on the toilet. Ooh, hello. Already gave the cat a shot. Don't need to worry about it. Alright, I'm back. Actually, before I open a door and potentially unleash wandering enemies, let's look inside this doorway. That's a plagued... Yeah, that's a plague beast, okay. I think I've found people wearing... before, and they're basically hunter fights, but that's just... I always forget how much stamina the strong attacks take out. I do have fantastic range, though. Oh, goody, more lightning. I think that was a theme in Loran's. I heard that. So there's a loot chest. There should be something guarding it. I believe the falling attack on this is a headbutt. Don't know how good it is though. Two-handed mode and really. I just have to make sure there's only one. Yep. Alright, so I'm noticing a consistent theme of ambushes. Hello, that's a trap. Yeah, much as I suspected, this weapon is basically the closest thing you're ever going to get to a truly long range. Not like how close that was. Animation there because I tried to swap out to my torch for more light. Damn near got me killed. Where's that trap button at? Like, it's not this. This is, as much as this looks like a trap button, it's just a decoration on the floor, so I think I stepped on it around about here. I'll have to keep that in mind in the future, because that's a trap that rearms itself every time the dungeon resets. But dead end with nothing but loot. So back we go. Time to crack open that door, because I have not yet found the big chest, which is effectively a coffin. Can't miss it. Time for a chug. Oh, if I remember right, the transformation attacks on this are very interesting. Yeah, aren't you? So from a standing position, the strong attack gets you your good range. Otherwise, you gotta use quick steps. Yeah, hilariously, despite the massive stamina cost, this weapon's actually not that bad fighting this guy. Because normally they rely on their hyper armor to really get in at you. I want to go down. Damn it, I didn't need to lose my lock-on though. That would have been a killing blow. That was very close. Okay, Sage's Hair. I think that's actually a fairly rare drop. So the scythe crazy bitches can drop that. I'll need to keep that in mind. And by keep that in mind, I mean I will most certainly forget it and eventually just look it up on the wiki. It's probably a pretty rare drop, but I've cranked my item discovery all the way to the top of what's possible. Okay, so in case anybody didn't know, the cost parasite when you're in two-handed mode can be a bit glitchy when you're switching your offhand ability. Or ability. Item or weapon. I heard that. Could have sworn I heard the sound of something. Oh well. I'll have my loot. I'm kind of surprised this far in, and pretty significant depth on this, I think. Like 5 or 6 now. This room really should have had more, like, ambush enemies to back up the sides, I would think. Oh well. I'm not going to complain about that. That's for sure. Alright, and I don't need the torch, so I can start regenerating a little bit of that chip damage scratch, because I always keep my regen droplet in my gun. I mean, this is the first layer of the dungeon, and a side passage literally right at the gate, so I probably shouldn't be expecting as much risk and danger as I am, but, you know, I just came out of the fucking defiled Thumerian, so I'm a little on edge. It was not an unpleasant experience. Alright, here's the lantern for the dungeon proper. This weapon has just the most ridiculously insane synergy with quick steps. Like, attack them from a mile away. This okay, this room's gotta have traps or something in it. Probably some ambush stepping points in here somewhere. That's the boss door, which I will need to find a lever to unlock. Okay, that wall over there is a bit suspicious. Avoid the center of the room. Oh, this is a trademark of Loran chalices. It's fucking god. I haven't yet had a fight out here on the bridges. On the platforms that the bridges are connected to, yes. On the bridges themselves, no. I'm worried about when they're going to eventually do that. Because, I mean, fuck, I've been through, God, what was it called? Blighttown? It's goddamn wibbly wobbly wooden rafter platforms. How many times now in my life? Playing Dark Souls over and over and over again? These bridges ain't got nothing on me. Yes, hello. Fun fact, you should be careful about breaking stuff like that when you're in a fresh room, because the sound of it actually can attract aggro from some enemies. Wasn't the wisest decision I've ever made. This area usually has more than one door, but I'll take it. God, hello. Okay, so those things are not an ideal enemy for the cost parasite. Because they don't have low... Like, the cost parasite is something you would primarily use against enemies that the fact that it does pure arcane damage is a bonus. Either that or an enemy where you're going to be doing nothing but quick-stepping attacks, because these quick-step attacks are utterly disgustingly fantastic. Because it has a strong and a light attack when you're in the double-handed mode. Yeah, I noticed earlier that you can use the bridges that are higher as shortcuts for the ones that are lower by just jumping off them. So I can save myself some backtrack time once I'm done here. Alert for fucking door spiders. Aha. Really? That's it? Just a nightmare beast? I don't believe you. I mean, it's a torch-wielding one, so I think he breathes fire. Which means I could stand to... fire up. Okay, yeah, I do have my two-handed mode on. Let's have a piece of you then, son. Yeah, see how low his HP pool is? That's because his physical defense is through the fucking roof. He's damn near invulnerable to it. I can do that to him. Just lay him out flat exclusively because I'm using the cost parasite. Normally this is why you would also keep spare weapons that are gemmed for fire or bolt damage as well. And now I can go this way. Yes, like this. And it's just a step away. Never mind my sudden lack of ability to English. Now, we had a shortcut, not a shortcut, side passage right off the bonfire, but we have another one on the boss area. Looks like the answer is no. Okay. Ooh, ladder. That's new. Ladder before the boss. No, I don't think that's ever happened before. Okay, now this is the boss door, so what do we got? What do we got? Really? That it? Oh, there he is. You're not really dangerous to me. I mean, it's not uncommon for chump enemies to be in dungeons as bosses. Wow. Oh, hello, I've never seen that attack before. Lost my opportunity to rally there. Oh, that's a... fuck. I forgot. Like, I thought, wait, does he breathe lightning? I don't remember him doing... like, oh no, he explodes lightning. I'm dumb. Okay, so let's see if I get to the ambush. I just run through the middle of the area. look at this. I can't even outspeed one of these guys. So this weapon is not meant to just stand in something's face and wail on it. Yeah, no ambushes to speak of. But I'm going to make chump work out of this boss. Just because I'm using the cause parasite. Like, I don't even have to go and equip runes or anything. Actually, come to think of it. I'll make this, and then you ascended from the left side before. Right? What is your problem with me? Okay, so you were gonna go for a follow-up attack on that. Yeah, I can just fuck you up with that. Like that cheeky combo I did there? I used the tentacle's length, and it threw me off the edge, which got me a cheeky dropping attack, followed up by immediately with another attack, because the dropping attacks have a great amount of staggering power, assuming the enemy isn't hyper-armoring. And just ignoring that. I'm very confident. Not confident. I'm very pleased with my sudden improv there on that. Like, that wasn't something I planned in advance. It's just I realized what was happening as it was happening and adapted on the fly. Very happy with that. Right, and no side passage, because no room for it. So we proceed to layer 2. We're in full beast mode now. Back to serrated. Juicy bonus serrated. Did it pop on the 249. So yeah, there's their difference in defenses. Yeah, whip's not really the best one for rallying. I really gotta be careful about that. Oh, and there's the Screamer. Screamer will pull aggro on every enemy in the room, all at once. For him, I will try this. No, but I can get him with strong attack. So it knocks him back a bit. Yeah, and he shouldn't have any attacks that can get through the pillar. Oh! Ooh, right. He's actually quite strong, despite how easy it is to cheat. Actually, I don't think I've ever gone toe-to-toe with those enemies before. Normally they don't have enough HP for it. After a couple attacks, they've always just been dead. Because you first encounter them in the charred remains of Old Yarnum, I believe. And this is a good opportunity for the strong attacks. Because he's got that nice wide sweeps. I mean, there's a little bit of spread on the light attacks too, but again, hate that quick step attack. Okay, if they're going to keep dropping blood vials, I'll use it to make blood bullets. Also, I should see about having one of these. Enemies that are covered in cloth and do poison don't always cower in fear of torch, but sometimes they will. Like, they could save you every now and then. Pulsing. Pulsing. I don't think I've ever seen the pulsing adjective before. I'm gonna have a look at that real quick while putting my camera down so I can watch him coming at me. Ooh, that's a little uncomfortably opaque for my taste, but it looks like I don't have any free skipping coming at me. Pulsing. Huh? It was a crescent. There it is. HP gem, huh? I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I'll let him. There we go. Alright, that's enough playing around. Alright, I honestly thought I had that. Nope, missed that. Surprised that doesn't have a follow-up. Now that actually would be very easy to parry, but I already fucked up the timing on it before. I'm more interested in getting my echoes back. Ooh, damn, I had a lot of them. How much did I get from that Loran silver base? Like, I didn't even bother to check the echoes I got off of him because I didn't think it would be worth anything. Did he seriously give me a fantastic amount? I mean, I don't think this dungeon costs that much to build. I mean, level 5 and 4 materials, I'm pretty sure. Level 5 blood for at the minimum, I remember that, but I don't remember what the secondary material was. It wasn't that expensive to make this place. Like 10,000 echoes? And just getting to the second layer, I've already made a 300,000 profit with no effort. Ideally, I would like find a piece of paper and write down a note that this might be a great way to farm echoes. But I'm not going to do that. Too lazy. Alright, so that's my boss door. Midway through. Man, there are a lot of doors in this place. Ooh. Oh, and a ladder. Always go up. Easy to go down. Hard to go up. That's a trap. Okay, and immediately a side passage with... Ooh. Now that's fallen for the trap if ever there was a time. It's like, don't do that. Don't just blindly chase scampering madness. Because, yeah, there's almost always some kind of trap waiting for you on it. I gotta be careful I don't get lost here. Yeah, I came in this way, there's that trap. Get rid of that now before I end up accidentally stepping in it. Okay, that transformers attack is trash. Because if you were attacking an enemy with the cane, then you're up close and personal. Right up in their business. But that transformation attack is predicated on the idea of you being absolutely at a safe distance from them because it's slow, awkward, and has a long reach. I don't know what it means when there's a door like this in the middle of the dungeon. Don't like foggy passages. They always have something unpleasant in them. I hear that. Beast of some description in a room roughly on the other side of the wall. Possibly that one. What am I looking at? This room is far too empty. Especially for a kin cold blood to be in it. I'm gonna call that this room probably has a spawn ambush in it. I should trigger that now before I end up doing it accidentally on the way back. I'm just gonna go ahead. Layer 2 is much larger than Layer 1. Holy shit. Ooh, heard that. I hear shit padding around. Is there a second floor above me? No, but there is a layer below me. Okay, that might be it. So I might actually be getting an advantage by approaching from above like this. Maybe. No, wait, that's a sensor smoke. Fuck. Okay, we're going to... Fuck, do I only have 10 pebbles? Man, what the hell am I doing? I gotta remember that I need to stock those. Where's the sensor that's causing this? Well, I didn't get the sensor, but I did trigger whatever the hell was back there. Where do they have arcane resistance? There's the damn thing. It's tucked up against the wall. No wonder I couldn't find it. Aha! No thank you. That sounds like spiders. Maybe. There's so much walking I can't distinguish for certain. One of the spiral staircase rooms. There can sometimes be a boulder up top. I've also triggered an ambush in the middle of these rooms before. And there can be items and alcoves around the stairs too. No, good, okay. Just the one door up top? One door up top. What do we got over here? Fuck, more sensors. Oh, well, we can handle that. I would ideally like to be able to kill those in 2 hits. Pretty sure I've got my best gems in this. Yeah, I can only squeeze out maybe like 3% more with a couple of other gems. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Simple beast. Always dangerous, but not particularly difficult to deal with. Oh, fuck. There's a bell, bitch. Well, I just found a single use for that goddamn attack. Running away. Thank God that they blocked each other, or I probably would have died to those jumpers. Again, ideally I would like it if I could kill those 2 hits. I am honestly surprised I survived that first hit. Okay, this is going to be unpleasant. There's a bell-ringing bitch, summoning spiders, and there's a beast in the way. Now, the good news is that I believe this is the ladder path, so I can just run in here, grab the ladder, and ignore them. Yeah. Help me get back there in time. another one if I remember correctly. Yeah. I don't know if it makes a difference if I jab him with the torch, but on the off chance that it does, I did it. If I remember correct, despite the fog, this pathway wasn't actually occupied by anything. Am I still going the same way I was before? It's hard to be sure. Patrolling, really? I've never seen these guys patrol before. Thank God I got that. I might have died in this fight. Take that. Okay. And now that I know what the sensor is, I think I'll actually just take that whip. I know what it's hiding too. Where is he? Ah, he's in the car. Hole in the ground. Up here, is nothing yet. And over here, and do you have my echoes? Yeah, you do. Alright, the whip is absolutely not ideal to deal with those because it's a little slow and awkward, and they are very fast. Okay. Now, I think that beast was actually patrolling from far away. Shit, there's more than one beast. Down. Oh, then there's more than one rail down there in bitch, too. Yeah, not good. She used that area of effect thing she's got that causes staggers. Well, now my echoes are really deep in that room. I don't think I'm ever going to get those back. Okay, so I can't lure the beasts out because then the bell ringing bitch just gets even more wet. Blades of Mercy? I might need the Blades of Mercy for this. The Toss Parasite isn't going to do anything for a while. It's got sweeps. No, Raider Palash. That's how we always solve these problems. Spam. The Raider Palash is absolutely fast enough to deal with the spiders. But how is my Raider Palash's gems looking? Good, good. It's good enough. It's not a lot of damage, but it's great for staggering, and that's going to be important. Watch out for that hole in the ground. Oh, yes, you are trolling, but you actually can't get a backstab. Oh, I thought I got that. Just knock you out like a good old-fashioned way with some slaps. Alright, so I honestly thought that because that enemy was patrolling, that meant that there wasn't beasts in this room. And that would have been far preferable, if I'm honest. Shit, almost forgot about that hole in the ground. Oh, you've got my echoes. That'll work out nicely. Get over here. Now. I have an idea. This might be a bit unintuitive. But if I remember correctly, those things have infinite aggro range. It sounds as if they're right on my ass, too. So they can chase you pretty quick. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I don't know if they can eventually hit a cap for how many of these things can spawn, but if I can get them trapped in a room... Strong attacks have more range. Still can't hit nothing. I don't know if they ultimately hit a cap of how many of those things can spawn. But getting at least a couple of them to fall down there is a good way to have some... Oh, shit. That must be... Either there's fast access from that room, or... No, I'm just too close to the... Like those, even though I probably shouldn't have. Fuck. It did so much damage to me. This room is not pleasant. The Rated Palash is fast enough, but its attacks are too short range to deal with all of the enemies on top of me at the same time. Simon's Bowblade would have the sweeps I need to hit multiple enemies, but it's a bit slow. It trades in for having good damage, though. So maybe I wouldn't take as many hits to kill the spiders. Swap the U out. Put the durability damage on you. No, you just cost more stamina now. Not bad. Could be better. Hopefully it's enough to deal with the spiders a little faster. It's the right way, yeah? Yeah, this is the right way. Okay, there's the Patroller. We'll see how it does on him, because the Raider Palash took far too many hits to kill him with base fighting. Not as many hits. Still took a decent amount of stamina at a time, though. I don't think this will work for the beast, but if I get a chance to test it on the spider that isn't red up ahead, and don't fall before. Let's see. The important bit is how well it deals with the spiders. This will kill the bell ringers very, well, at a merry pace. Like a not unpleasant pace. Do I have any tools that would be better for this? Beast Roar might save my ass, maybe. Doesn't do damage, but still takes 3. That's not good. But I still can hit multiple enemies with this. I'll give it a shot. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. Echoes. Home. Now. Before I'm even more of a goddamn idiot. It's like, oh, 300,000 echoes. I'm so impressed with how much I got from that first floor. Let's wager it all on literally the most dangerous room yet. No. How about no? Hello. Yes. House is on fire. Gamer wants to talk. I don't care. Damn. Fuck. Holy shit. That's 4 level ups. My god. Anyway, so say hello to 40 Arcane. Stuff. Damn, that rate of Blush broke fast. I have the negative durability on the rate of Blush. I do. That's got to change. Because the Raider Palash is all about spamming attacks. And if I'm understanding how the mechanics on that work correctly, then things like the Blades of Mercy and the Threaded Cane and Raider Palash that are meant to spam light attacks don't... nah, not good on those. Oh man, how many of those weapon durability downs do I have? At least 2. I've got them both on those. The Rocket, that's probably not as bad. It's got a full 100 or 200 durability anyway. But I can't be having that over here, though. lose a little bit of damage, but it won't break as fast. And you are using the one that is a droplet to override the triangle. Okay. That's fine. You are also using one to override a triangle. Don't I have a better than an 18 for you? I mean, if I didn't have it in other stuff, yes, I would. Oh. And no, because that's... Attack up, physical attack up, attack versus kin down. That's actually amazing for this. Yeah, we'll have that, because fuck the kin. Flat 37 bonus. And skill scaling up, which just generally cannot compete. Man, when did I get one of these that it was a universal attack up? Not notice it. Might have been a boss reward. I remember thinking that a boss gave me a gem reward. I was kind of impressed by that. Thought that I needed to pay more attention and see what it was, but I forgot about it. Again, 18. Don't I have better than that? Well, yeah, probably all in cursed gems. Attack versus beast down. Oh no, I wouldn't want that for this. Simon's Blowblade is not durable? Pardon me? Really? Only 140 durability on Simon's Blowblade. I don't remember ever getting this weapon low on durability, though. Well, regardless. Okay, what have I got rocking today? Simon's Bowblade might do alright in this instance. Now that I've bumped up the Blades of Mercy, I'm actually interested in giving that a shot. Do I just run in and try and assassinate the little bell-ringing twats? Bloodrock is 60. Okay, yeah, I must have gotten a chunk. Like, I know that the Loran beast dropped some kind of upgrade material, I just wasn't sure what it was. It was, in fact, a chunk, not a rock. Oh, my bullets are actually getting quite low. I don't think 100 is really something. We'll go for about 40. And then vials, we'll stock up with things. And then hilariously, we're actually going to buy pebbles. Because that will restock me without having to run to the box, and also use up the rest of my echoes. Alright, let's get back in. You know, I don't think I've ever actually used Beast Roar before. I'm pretty sure it doesn't do damage. Like, it's just a Force Miracle grade knockback like Dark Souls 1. Damage there. If I remember right, individual hits are harder in one-handed mode, though. They also swipe a bit. So, one-handed mode, I guess, for now. a chump and die like a chump. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna unhook my controller and scoot my butt back and relax a bit, because this is gonna take a little while. Now, you wouldn't guess it from how I sound, but I actually enjoy this part of Bloodborne the most. Exploring and solving new rooms in the dungeons. The bosses aren't really... like, I mean, yeah, it's cool to see a new boss, but eventually you gotta run out of bosses. Me, I enjoy exploring and playing with all the fancy toys they give us by exploring the new floors of the dungeon and solving the problems that you find there. So if I don't use a running attack, I actually hit all 3 of those trap boxes at the same time. Oop, forgot to rally. I'm about to parry a beast up ahead anyway. I'll be making blood bolts before I do it with boot. So I will either get all of my health back or lose all of it to death. The tricky part with these beasts is that they have aggravating tendency to just respond to everything with a quick attack. Like, get up, attack. Aggro, attack. Got hit, attack. Like, there's no chill in those suckers at all. Which makes them especially dangerous for me. Like, I mean, most people, once they get to a certain point in the game and have a high enough HP bar and damage, plus rallying potential, they can just literally trade with them. But I can't do that, so they're a bit more complicated. Okay, good. I did get the rally that off his dead body. Alright, so the plan here is assassinate the bell-ringing twats. Still 3 hits, but I can get those 3 hits in faster now. Maybe go for a cheeky roar. Give myself some space. Really? I jumped. From a standing position, I jumped. I am so unhappy. There is literally nothing more lethal than a jump in the middle of combat. Because not only do you have the entire duration of the part of the animation where your feet aren't on the ground, where you are, by the way, not invulnerable like a normal quickstep, but then when you land, you do that cheeky little roll to get your balance back. Like the little tuck and roll. And that also has no iframes, and is a very long animation that you can't do anything until it finishes. Oops. Not great rally off of that. Hey, you. Not what I wanted. Oh, I could have gotten the parry on that if I was a bit more on point. There it is. Okay, wrong one. Okay, so yeah, swap to this one for parries. Oh god. For a split second there, I thought the hole in the floor was in front of me. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not where this is supposed to be. Okay, I stopped, so he's farther on his patrol route now. That's okay, because here he can easily fall. Oh, and there's that lovely Evelyn missing. Yeah, and there's a quick attack to put me on my grave. Like, it's very aggravating to try and figure out what he's doing when my head is in the way. Great big cauliflower brain. probably rally off of Simon's Bowblade better. A little bit. Oh, wrong way. Keep seeing that candle shining on the wall and thinking, oh, item. Okay, let's see how this deals with you. Eventually runs out of range. Well, I knew I'd be able to get the parry, but wasn't quite sure if I'd get it before he got the attack to hit me. And I did not. Yeah, I don't really have a good serrated damage crowd sweeping weapon without the threaded Cane's whip form. Because, I mean, I think normally Saw Spear might be an okay option for my build, but I haven't upgraded it much. And I just kind of slapped whatever gems I had in it. I could definitely squeeze some more damage out of it by finishing its upgrades to level 9. The problem with the Blades of Mercy is that they actually have a decent chunk of their damage estimate that it shows you in the stat screen invested in that arcane attack damage, which only happens on the quick steps. And I don't really trust my ability to be quick stepping around a room that has tons of enemies like the problem I'll be dealing with here. So maybe threaded cane. I don't know. Pardon me, what? Internet connection quality is currently not sufficient for our case handling. Pardon me, what? Says I'm still on air, though. Gotta double check that real quick, guys. This is probably just fucking lethal. I don't know if I'm in aggro range of the spider spawners yet or not. No, it looks like the stream's still going. I think. I hope. Quality. I don't care if it does that. I mean, it won't look as pretty, but the important point is I'm just recording for my posterity. Just so that I have the record of all of my trials and tribulations. Maybe I'll just slap them with the cane. Give them the good old pimp cane. Probably potential on it's not bad. And also, you know, I've bumped its damage up into the fucking roof. If I could not miss, that would be great, too. Okay, so that was a very cheeky thing I was doing right there. Unintentionally. Like, I kept tapping the right analog stick on accident and swapping my attacks back and forth from the bell ringer and the beast. That was interesting. But no, okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll run in and I'll beast roar blast the beast himself away from me, and then I'll go after the bell ringer. Because I'm pretty sure that I can handle dipping around the spiders long enough to kill her, and then make a break for the bottom floor and get the second ringer. I just hope that there isn't any additional beasts on the bottom floor, because I know that there's 2 on the top floor with me. That trap is going to kill me at least once. Yeah, I've got great damage with the cane. And its attacks are fantastic. No stamina cost at all, really. Having said that, though, my stamina is so low, I really could stand to pull out some upgrades for it right now. Get those metamorphosis gems out. The problem with the beasts is that their hitboxes is a bit awkward at the best of times. And with it, all of my attacks, pushing them back a little bit each time I eventually can basically spam attack them out of my own range. I don't know if that was intentional on the developer's part or not, but it's very accurate. Definitely a contributing factor to how dangerous they are. Don't step in the hole in the floor. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. Forgot to get blood and bullets off of something else, so now I'm going to do it the hard way. Yeah, I can hear that ringing. That means the spawning's already begun. Yeah, it's very fast. Good. Pardon me, what hit me? Alright, first one down. Really? She's just channeling damage when she's doing that. Oh, I am so salty about that. That's bullshit. Because I don't have the HP to tank that. That is an attack that I can literally do nothing about. I just have to back up and get swarmed by spiders until she feels like stopping. Well, either that or go for the whip and then get absolutely destroyed by the spiders because my attacks are too slow to deal with them and keep them stunned. This is going to get interesting. Again, though, I would remind you that I'm having fun. It's like I like solving the problems. Just keep adding layers to the problem, I'll keep adding layers to the solution. There we go. Remember to get my bullets. Helps conserve my resources. Try the whip. Go for that extra damage. Also, I can't be outranged by him as easy. I can wall cut him. Yeah. When he's up into my face, I am just barely getting the attacks in enough to keep him stunned. Even the slightest lapse in spamming on that button would get me killed. Alright, right there and there, that was one instance where the fast quick step attack actually saved me. They are few and far between, but they can happen. I hate that attack. Especially that it's something that they do almost as soon as they see you. Because it's literally the most lethal attack they have, I think. Shit, missed one. Fuck. It's the spiders that they spawn passively. When they're just straight up ignoring you, they're the biggest problem. Because I'm pretty sure that I got a hitbox off of one. Because they probably, like, I'm just guessing. The mechanics of how they spawn is they spawn probably like 1/100th of a millimeter above the ground, kind of floating in the air, and then drop down to keep them from, you know, having a chance of spawning under, just slightly underneath the collision of the ground and then like falling through the physics of the world. But I bet that if you're close enough when they're doing that, it technically counts as them falling on you for that 1 point of damage and stagger that exists in all From Software games that have fallen. Like that. Alright, so if I'm going back to the spamming attack strategy, is this where they're holding? No, this is not where they're holding the fort is. Then I'll get the Raider Flush out just because it's so much faster. Now you see, Simon's Bowblade is perfect for this because it steps forward after every attack, basically. Damn, I didn't get to rally any of that back. Ran out of stamina. Always a lethal. Okay, I just had a thought. Do I not have some more significantly damaging and dangerous? I mean, there's always the Tiny Tantras. I don't know how much damage I'd get out of it, but I could try it. Cursed Groove might help. I got to focus on the bell ringer. I don't have time to deal with her spiders. Like, there's so little room for error in this room. And it's way out of the way, so I'm willing to bet that this is a side optional area for extra loot. But I gotta get that extra loot, because I don't feel like farming, picking up and putting down chalices for all of their incumbent costs to get the materials that way. Like, I'm just gonna get all the materials I need on the first run through by hitting every room of the dungeon. I am a little loot goblin, and you can't stop me. Probably, yeah, still alive. Get the quick step attack because it's a little bit faster. Okay, focus. Focus. Ignore the rest of the enemies. Do your best to get that beast roar in to knock the beast off his feet. Probably have to do another one when the second one comes in, because I tried that one. Shit. I'm fucked. Like, just look at that shit. It's like I had so many animations of falling and landing, and then I just straight up fell on my ass. Like, come on. That's a rather unpleasant moment where the game actually takes control away from you. I don't dig that. But at the same time, you just fell in a hole in the floor. It's like, that's your fault for not being more observant. Also, I probably, if I was paying attention, expecting to fall, could have queued up a dodge roll by just spamming the circle button in the middle of falling, so that he would have immediately rolled as soon as he had contact with any kind of surface. But I wasn't expecting to fall. I was busy getting myself psyched up and running through my plans of what I was going to do there for the bell ringing room. I knew I was going to fall in that hole in the floor at least once. I'm sure there may even be another opportunity for it as well. But yeah, Simon's Bowblade is actually pretty great for these guys, because even though it's a little bit more awkward, every attack steps forward a little bit in exchange for how every attack knocks them back a little bit. This time. Pardon me? That was bullshit. Okay, I'm definitely within bell ringing range, so... Beast Roar. That's not good. Okay. Beast is not a problem right now. Really? That Beast Roar hit nothing? It hit nothing. I am salty. No, that wouldn't work. I was thinking about using the Cross Parasite's L2 that does the Arcane Explosion, but it has far too long of a wind-up animation for the spiders will get me. Also, if the Bell Ringer starts doing her area of effect bullshit, I will die before I finish casting the animation, even if I somehow don't get jumped by the spiders. Because those spiders have that running lunge attack that they do that will absolutely one-shot. Always. I also hate that takes I just did leak damage to him. Anyway. Anyway. Like, that's the dangerous part. Like, if you run from the spiders and you let them chase you, their running, lunging attack is actually one of the most dangerous things that they have. What does this do when it's in poke form? I'm about to do something very stupid. That might not have gone so bad if I had an action move. The whole point of the rapier form of the Raider Palash is actually to hit a single target. It's like it's not designed for multiples at all. This is like, despite its very slow, not slow, small swing arc, which still hits mostly straightforward. It's faster and slightly wider than when you're just jabbing something in the face. Excuse me, why does your skitter backwards thing have iframes? That's bullshit. Alright, here we go again. Try not to blast the beast in the face this time. Yes, one problem there is that once the target dies and I lose the lock on, I can't quick step anymore. Fuck. And now I'm on the ground. That's bullshit. That is so much bullshit. In a game as fast as Bloodborne, if you fall from an attack knocking you off a platform, you land flat on your ass. Talk about guaranteeing a death. I mean, if I got up and used the beast roar, I might have been okay, but there was no way. I was doomed there. Okay, so I think I'll opt not to go for the stairs, because the spiders path up the stairs anyway, while I'm busy fighting the first bell ringer, so one way or another I'm going to end up with a spider in my face. Better to go off the ledge, because that will slightly hiccup the aggro on the beasts. Like, if they're in the middle of an attack, that attack can just carry them off the ledge. But if they're not in the middle of an attack, they'll take a moment to for the AI to read. Fighting and talking at the same time is not my special. Anyway, it'll take a moment for their AI to recalculate the pathing to reach you, because you just went down a ledge and there are stairs. I mean, if they're close enough, they'll just keep the pressure on attacking you. All of my stuff. All of it to do that. Oh my god. The damage is actually slower on this. But those cheeky stabs are kind of nice. Still. The focus is on assassinating the bell ringers. Oop, don't run off the platform. I'm using the Raider Palash so much right now, I'm kind of worried about it getting low durability at this point. No, not again. Okay, so yeah, I did queue up a roll there that time, and I didn't get instantly killed by the falling. Really? I don't know why I bothered trying to survive in that room, but I can't help it. I've got to face the challenge head on. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, was a perfect example of the slippery slide physics that have been present in From Software games since Demon's Souls. Do not play around near the edges of platforms. The physics can get a bit janky. And you'll just kind of skate your way right off the edge. Of course, sometimes you can also just, in a full dead sprint, override it by brute force and get back up on the ledge, but that's, that's dicey. It's like, one way or another, you're rolling dice with physics. And the house always wins. You have no idea how severely I'm considering going back to shop. And, getting out those metamorphosis rooms to boost my stamina cap up. Actually got him. Holy shit, I should have taken damage there. Actually, no, we'll go for this. That's not bad. The problem is that it takes a lot of stamina. I can buff it. We'll try it. Really. Fuck it. Luck. Spiders on my ass. So that didn't actually get me a faster recovery at all. I'm out of stamina, and I'm dead. Yeah, that's what happens when you bring out a new weapon that you haven't taken a moment to practice and refamiliarize yourself with. And you don't know what its quick step, what its interruption animations are like. But I think I'll give it another go. After I get my stamina runes out. We're not farming right now. As much as I don't like it, I do like to have my item discovery boosted while I'm killing lots of little enemies, exploring the level, but I'm not exploring the level right now. I'm just dying repeatedly the same rune. So it's time to man up. It's time to rune up. There isn't any statistical advantage, I don't think, to wearing the Caner's armor instead. At least not any that I'm explicitly aiming for. I just like how it looks. Style. Yeah, it's that third attack in the combo that uses both of them that really just juices out the stamina. Because, like, that single 3-hit combo, even with my maxed out stamina bar, has me at 50% stamina. My hope, though, is that the increase in damage is enough to justify it. That quick step attack is a little slow for my liking. I think it's better when it's in two-handed mode. What I would ideally like to do is lure the beasts out of the room, parry and visceral them, but the problem is that while I'm doing that, the bitches are going to be spawning more spiders. And if I wasn't dealing with so many enemies, I wouldn't mind using the one-handed form, even with its hilt jab, because it has a decreased stamina cost. And that third attack. I was trying, I just couldn't get that beast roar off. And look at how quickly I was surrounded. This room is insane. I mean, in theory, for someone with pretty enough HP to take some trade hits, this isn't a big deal. You just run in, kill the bell ringing bitches, and then the spiders despawn and you deal with beasts. Like, even with 2 beasts on you, you can deal with that. You're a hunter. They are your prey. You're not worried about that. No, it's the low HP scenario that I put myself in. It's really making this complicated. There'd be 101 solutions for this on any other instance. I'm still trying to run through, like, my memories of my inventory to figure out if I've got any more options I could be working with here. Do you mind? Rally on this is actually quite nice. In one-handed mode, anyway. Probably even better in two-handed mode since, you know, double attacks. Actually, let's try that. Ooh, that quick step attack is a big wide swipe that I'm very happy with. I can also swap out... Yeah, it's actually faster and less stamina cost to jab for the third hit instead of using a light attack, which causes the double swing. Tried that. I mean, that's something very complicated to try to be working with in the middle of combat, especially such intense combat with so many things around me, but it could be the difference, that little bit of extra stamina saved. Let's do this before I fight the spider. We're not going to bother with that sensor. I don't know why I'm stopping for that. Just give them more time to spawn spiders. Oh, hey, look, echoes. Really? The beasts are on top of her by default if I get in there too fast? Shit. That's even worse. I thought that if I got in there fast enough, I could get there before she started. Like, you'll notice that there was not as many spiders there yet. Because as long as you're in that hallway, I think, you're in range of them to start spawning spiders. So the time I take to break that sensor, and I don't know why I was doing that, by the way. The time I was taking to break that sensor was giving them time to spawn spiders. But apparently, what I didn't know was that it was also giving the wolves time to patrol far enough away from the bell ringers for me to get at them. If I get in there at top speed, it looks like they're literally both on top of the bell ringer. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go straight past. Yeah, okay, so yeah, see, I need to practice. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's actually... Well, duh, of course it's weaker than a double attack. I'm an idiot. Anyway. Practice it on this guy up here, too. Try to get muscle memory for that combo. Okay, and there's a lunge on that, too. So even if my quick step carries me a distance away from the target, it lunges forward and does a nice, juicy sweeping attack. I was right. The quick step attack in the two-handed form is much better than the one-handed one, in my opinion. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I hit R1 too many times there, so even though I was trying for the third hit stab, I didn't get it because I'd already queued up the light attack. Alright. Going straight for the downstairs one. Yeah, probably going to end up with a spider in front of me. Now, if I can just survive... Why are they still alive? Why are they still alive? Are they just base spawns? Or those just base spawns? Ones that don't disappear, they're automatically in the room to begin with? God, I hope that's the case. Alright. No more seem to be running after me at the moment. The wind in here is also a pain because I can't see as far as I would like. It's causing a mild fog. I also don't like those sensors on the middle level. Hopefully I don't have beasts dropping on my head trying to get rid of these. 3 more files. As you can see, they very clearly expected you to have, you know, plenty of time to just pick up some spare blood vials in the middle of your fucking fight. It's like, oh, hey, we'll put some blood vials in this room so that he can pick up some extra healing in case he's running low. Ah, oh, shit, he's on my face! Fuck! I was trying to find where the second one was. Damn it. He was right on my face. That's a... Oh, that feels bad. Shit. Well, we kind of found the solution. Run downstairs, kill him that way, run upstairs, wager everything on being able to kill her between the 2 beasts. Also, at least 3, maybe 4 of the spiders are apparently pre-spawned ones, which don't despawn when you kill Bellbringer. Normally, something like that is an enemy that's coated in the blood summon, like in that bloody aura that enemies summoned by the Bellringers have. And when you kill the Bellringer to help you distinguish an enemy that isn't going to respawn, that bloody aura like pops off of them. Like there's a very distinctive sound, and it also staggers them for a brief moment. The spiders in the Chalice dungeons are a bit janky like that, but they don't do that. Excuse me while I slap you with booty to death. Thank you. Okay. This weapon does damage fast enough to be able to take out the Bellringers, and it also has just enough sweeps to get a couple of the spiders at the same time. Fall in the hole in the floor. Fuck. Well, this is a cluster. I don't have a solution for this. Now I have a solution, kids. You won't be as afraid of the torch as they are. In general. All of that HP back, and that's why rallying is amazing. I think they're still afraid of him in this one. Shit, my rock is breaking. That's because it's got that durability curse rim on it. Give me that. I don't ever want to have to come back down here and worry about this goddamn chest. I know there was a watcher trap in here somewhere. Fuck you. In there. Okay, well, I'm not going to open that door, because that might result in me unleashing these enemies on me on another time when I'm not ready for them. I'm not going to step into the middle of the room, because that could spawn a trap of ambushes. And we're back on track. Kind. My fucking Rakuyo is now damaged. Oh no, this is... Well, I couldn't think of a more iconic way for that to happen. So yeah, well, the entire time I was down there fighting, they were spawning spiders. Good to know. So they actually start spawning from a greater distance away than I was giving them credit for. Unfortunately, I need to go home. Right. Weapon at risk is also weapon damage with decreased damage. Okay, that was enough. That was plenty. I can fix my stuff now. Can I squeeze even more damage into the Rakuyo, I wonder? I'll give it a gander while I'm at the shop. Yeah, look at that. Jesus. Oh, while I'm at it, though, I have a thought. If I have enough blood echoes for it, that's one way to choose the damage. I've got 2 blood rocks, and the Rakuyo is a very appealing enough weapon. I really should just make it plus 10. What are the alternatives? The Raider Blosh. I've got a spare. I could put it on there, too. Alright. Let's have a look what's on there already. 19, 20, and 19 with a durability down. But that one is significant in that it is a droplet, which is a one-size-fits-all. Attack versus the kin down. I should swap that one in. I'll do that. Put that on there temporarily. Put the one off the Rakuyo and put it on the Thread Cane. And that way it keeps the location, for lack of a better word, in memory, so that I don't have to go through the entire list to get back there. Alright, now what else can we squeeze in here? Now it won't break as fast. Alright, we're looking at radial gems. God, I have to have it all the way over here. Distinguishing some of these weapons apart from each other, just from the picture, is actually kind of aggravating. Right, so it's already got a 20.3 inside of it. So one of its radials is basically optimal. Your threaded cane has the second one, so I could pull that out and swap it in. Why do I have a 19.8? Oh, it's a universal too. That is also a kin down. Yeah, fuck that. Why do I have that in there? There. This is a threaded cane. It comes with serrated damage. I'm not liable to be using it on the kin anyway. I use it on beasts, not kin. That's the increased stamina cost, and the Rakuyo is already expensive enough that I want to swap that out. No. I could, however, take that 20% off Simon's Bowblade now that I don't use it as much. We'll put that over here, just so that it's freed up, and then we'll go back to the Rakuyo, and we'll take your 19.5 and swap it for 20. Then we'll go back and put that on you, so you don't lose too much damage. 20, 28, 19.8. I do feel like I've got a better gem than that, though. It is better, but it comes with that increased stamina cost. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that or not. I think that's about as good as I can get it. Actually, wait a minute. Why do you have an 18? I've got much better than that. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, shit. Even if I'm willing to trade for the durability down, I could even go better like that. I mean, you don't have serrated damage, so I wouldn't use you against... No, I use you against everything. I can't afford to have typing restrictions on you. Raider Palash is my favorite. Do I seriously not have a 19 spare left after that? I've used all of my 19s. Why do I still have this piece of trash? Should I get another one? I need to sell that fucker. Like, doesn't matter that it's a universal. It's trash. A universal 7% damage down is a death sentence. If it was typed, like a physical down only, no, that's the rate of flush. It's already low enough. I can't afford that. So maybe the beast one just for now. Come on, where is it? There we go. So yeah, 18, and then yeah, 12 is still some of my highest. I really need to figure out which chalice dungeon it is that drops triangle gems, so that I'm not so dependent on the droplets whenever there's a triangle slot. I guess I've used every single last one of my 19.5s in my stuff, which is kind of impressive in its own right. Because I have so many of the damn things. Okay, I guess that's the best I can do for the time being. I have done my best to optimize. Now I will take my spare change and convert it into extra resources. Ah, bell ringers. I hate them. Twats. Kills nicely now because of flat 100, flat 1200. Good. Yeah, I like that idea. Right, now that I know that the spawning... Ah, fuck. Skip it. This is utterly unideal. There are going to be so many spiders. I should just run and reset, but I am a bold son of a bum. Oh, it's next to you and my echoes. jabs that they got. You know, there are other enemies that these bell-ringing twats could be spawning. There really are. I've seen them summon different kinds of enemies. Why the spiders? The spiders are literally the most hellaciously unpleasant. Try just going whole ham on this sucker. Like, no restraint. All R1s. Not bad. Perfect attack to punish. Give me that. You know what? Do it here. Not falling in the hole. Managing stamina. Running attack. Okay, so that does allow me to kill it in 2 hits. Running right past. Going for the one downstairs. But there are spiders on the stairs. Shit. Also, for whatever reason, I keep thinking that the door to the room is in the back, and it's actually on the side, and that keeps mixing me up. I don't think there's ever been a door in the back of the room. Why do I keep thinking it comes out there? I did notice that the spiders flop onto their back when you shoot them with a gun, like you shoot them with when you shoot the dogs. I don't know that I have equipment that does that to most enemies, unless the accursed brood counts. I wouldn't think that, no, by default. Okay, Rakuyo, not great at free aiming attacks. Stay locked on. Alright, and in comparison to how it did when I was in two-handed mode, by hamming it up with one-handed mode, definitely a slower DPS. Okay. Important, since I'm trying to assassinate targets. So I gotta run in and then left off the ledge. Also don't fall on the ground. And then get the one on the ground floor, because I think, yeah, because of... Oh god, I'm not okay, I'm not happy about that, but go in, get to the sides, roll for recovery. Shit, are you kidding me? The running attacks, stepping animation, oh god. It just piled me right into their attacks. God damn it. If I had just gotten a standing attack instead of the running animation, I probably would have been okay there, stunning them and rallying back whatever little damage that they did. Well, no, then again, I took like 3 hits there, so... I don't think I would have survived. No, I don't think I could have rallied that back fast enough. Dexterity weapons rally through multiple hits rather than large chunks of rally from a single hit, which is the specialty of strength weapons. Or so I presume, because I haven't ever actually used any. You know what? How does this work? That was hammed to hell, but whatever. It worked not quite as good as 2 hits and a stab. Not bad for rallying, though. I actually get more stamina. The the ratio of damage output to stamina cost is kind of alright there. Works too. That's slightly faster. Oh, running strong attacks. I have running strong attacks. I need to remember that. Roll here. Roll here. Okay, well, that spider has my echoes, which confirms that some of these are spawned in the room by default. Also, I'm pretty sure that that was a leaping attack that I just did mid-combo there, which is what got me killed. I'm not happy about that, but I'll deal with it. Huh. That did exactly the same amount of damage as 2 jabs and a stab in 2-handed mode. Sure, now let me rally that back. Why not? I wonder if I could skip killing this enemy and he would just fall in the pit behind me. Try it next run. That running attack's not bad, but I would prefer not to be running attacks, honestly. There's the spiders. There's a leaping, because why not get myself to do that thing that gets me killed so often? Son of a bitch, she's alive. That did nothing to the spiders. Either that or they were literally all orbiting me outside of its maximum range, which is bull. Fucking hell, she lived with a sliver of goddamn health. If I had noticed, I could have just popped a cheeky gunshot right before I rolled away. I had time for it. Oh, that's... there's so much of this that salts my wounds. But I've just about got it. How's the durability doing? We're good. Man, that minus 54 weapon durability thing really does tear up a weapon. Yeah, that second attack is trash, but the every attack after it is pretty good. And I will admit, the hilt jab is fast. It's just, it's so short range and it has no sweep. I don't like that. Narrows the possibilities. No time for you. Merry ring around the absolute outer edge of the area. Make sure I heal, and then up the stairs. Motherfuck, I hate the spiders so much. That's... oh god. That's not the beast claw. Fuck. Now I gotta get out of here so I don't have to deal with the beasts. Gun time. Right, so the accursed brew does knock him down. Oh, and release tension. My god. Huh, yeah, that's a nice reward. The level 10 Kid Cold War. It's worth quite a lot. Alright, now all I got left is some Tiki Beasts. What's the safest way to deal with beasts? Raid Blosh. Raid Blosh. Compare you. This time, I will not be fucking jumped at the top of the stairs. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's where you patrol. I know what your running attack is like. Just to make absolutely sure that the next time I do that, he dies. Really? Real. His attack continued, even after we were both in falling animation. That's salt. Ah well. The room is basically solved now. We're getting there. Just a little bit more and I'll be able to find out whatever the hell it is my reward is over here. That better be a great big fat ass coffin. And the thing is, I have to do this because whatever these spiders have access to, they have unlimited aggro. They will chase you literally across the map. You can't escape them by running away. Which means that if I do anything in this dungeon that's within the aggro range of those bell-ringing twats, I'm going to end up with spiders up my ass. Just all of the spiders, all of the time. Not good. Yep. Cannot afford to miss any attacks on these buggers. They are way too quick. Okay. stabs do less damage, I guess. Good for rallying, though. It just feels unintuitive that the stabs, despite being on the strong attack button, actually do less damage. Yeah, that took all of my stamina bar, instead of only about 70% of it to kill them. Still, they're fast, and that's something that's important in these rooms. Keep it in mind. I don't like how I can't see where I'm going while I do that, but whatever. We'll get over it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's definitely much faster for killing. Fuck! Okay, gotta rotate this. I hate that they can do that. Like, they half my HP to a fast, lightning fast jab. It has sweeps and covers their side angle if you're trying to run past them. The spiders were built to be pursuit predators. I think all of the pre-spawn spiders died down here, though. Don't think I should have any more chasing me. Which leaves just you, me, and the beasts. Yeah, I see you. Fucker. Trying to cheese me. I am the cheese master. I swear to God, if you being on the stairs didn't let me get my goddamn visceral, I would have been pissed. Where's your buddy? Gonna do him like I did you. Look at how long this is. I'm spamming the circle button. That's how long it takes me to get up. And unlike when the enemies are floored and invincible, I am vulnerable. And that is an unfair balance of mechanics. I, too, should be invulnerable when floored like that. Look at these steps. See these steps? See these steps I take after every attack? Yeah, fuck you. So beast blood pellets. Okay, see, I did that from a standing point. You should not be able to do that. Anyway, what's in here? So I got some beast blood pellets. That's technically a pretty good reward, I think, even though I haven't ever really used them. I wonder, that wind coming out of the walls. No, I guess not. Just visual effect in here. Okay, so this is a dead end, which constantly spawns spiders and is meant to make the rest of the dungeon infinitely more problematic. Now that I've taken care of it, theoretically, my hope is that whatever exploration there is to the rest of this half of the dungeon that would normally be swarmed by spiders should now be significantly easier to handle. Yeah, because they come out here at the top of the stairs and then they assault the rest of the dungeon. Alright, so up here is the hole in the floor and the dude I ran past. I don't want him in whatever awkward aggro he's... Okay, yeah. He's down there, that's no big deal. That just puts him with the rest of his friends. So I'll take out my torch. I will kill you, who I literally never noticed before. Okay, so not only can items be in those alcoves, but also enemies. I'll remember that. And that is a trap. You walk through the middle of that, shit spawns, and I am not dealing with that right now. No. Alright. Weapons for here. Threaded cane. Give me it. As long as I can get into the room. Emphasis on get into the room without my attacks bouncing off the walls and the door frame. Because that's a thing that happens. There was that goddamn quick step attack. I am unhappy. Whatever. Let's just deal with spiders on my ass and find out what's on the other side of that door. I am not doing that spider room again. Fuck that. And that is why it is not okay to have an attack this is such a glaring problem. It doesn't fit the moveset of the whip. With Threaded Cane, it's literally the exact same attack in either form. And that's the problem. It needed to have its own unique quick step attack. But it didn't involve a lunge. I mean, yes, most quick step attacks, they lunge forward to account for the fact that the quick step probably positions you farther away from the enemy than you need to be to hit them. But this is not okay. Because the whip is too slow with follow-up to truly capitalize on being that close to the enemy's face. It's not a problem for the cane, but it is a problem for the whip. And I just, like, all of that progress, that very difficult and hard-won progress, lost exclusively because of an attack that doesn't match the playstyle of the weapon it's currently on. I'm tempted to just use the drop-in, but I'm going to go the long way around. Don't walk through the middle. Should be able to get around the edge, though. I'm going to get all of you on me so that I can start whipping you together. Having one of you come up behind me is a problem. Shit. I immediately went for that strong attack because I thought, like, I felt like I was in Raider Balosh mode. Damn near to his trap. Right, now I at least won't lose all of those echoes. I'm actually surprised. Like, I normally when they do an attack or an animation of any given measure like that, there's an attack attached to it. But I'm pretty sure I was standing where it should have hit me, and it took no damage. Now what is this? Okay, so I come in across from the top, take the stairs down. No spiders on me yet, so I'm happy about that. Ooh, that's a valuable reward. Pretty sure you can only buy that with insight normally. What do we have here? Oh, loot room. Okay. No, Raider Palace would probably be a bit better for reactive. Oh, fuck. I can't use it because... Didn't I make an elemental out of one of you? I haven't used the Beast Hunter Siphon forever. I don't actually know. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Okay, so then we're going to use the arcane buff on the Rockio's stab attacks to probably deal with him. Just want to make sure that there's no other enemies in the ambush range. Shit! That is not what I needed to happen right there. I don't know why I went for the transformation. Oh, I'd probably... Like, I was thinking about fighting with the two-handed bow and stab, so I probably thought I was already in that animation and I needed to change back to get my gun. That's what it means to be under pressure and to crack. Cracked under the pressure. On the plus side, I've figured out that there is, in fact, no enemies to ambush me in there. No. I wasn't looking for a big fight, I just needed money. Now, don't mess with the mic, okay? There we go. That should keep her from breathing on it. Really, you can't change your equipment on the ladder. It's kind of jaded. That's kind of... I'm kind of jaded about that. That's the question. And I missed my first attack. For whatever reason, I couldn't lock onto him, and normally I can. But because I missed my first attack, I didn't rally back quite all of my HP. It. I don't think I had much echoes to lose. I'm not really concerned about the echoes at this point anyway. I just want my loot. I have found my loot room. That is the important part. I've got a lot of mobs to get through, but at least they aren't spiders. As long as they aren't spiders, I'm okay with it. So I guess that spider room was in fact just a dead end kind of a challenge, but I don't remember that I got anything of particular value out of it except for 6 beast blood pellets. Which doesn't really feel like quite enough of a reward compared to what the hell that room is with 2 beasts, 2 bell ringers, and all of the spiders therein. See, normally the lunge on the quick step attack is actually something that you are typically planning into your attack pattern. If I remember correctly, I came back across this way to get to the loot room. There should be a corpse over here. Yeah, which had my loot on it, of my blood cocktails. Ah, cool. Now that I know that this is here. Best choice would probably be the Raider Flush. Yeah, I can't sneak around him for a GP backstab. Shit, move into it instead of out of it. And I can't interrupt that attack. Wait, I went back and went to all the trouble of going back and equipping the Milk Reed so that I could cost parasite him for effortless kill, and I didn't even bother to equip it. I am so stupid. Thought I had a different weapon in my arm. Brilliant. Actually, we'll try this. Nope, didn't work. Weird that the rapier is actually slower than the gun mode. That's something I've never quite been able to wrap my head around. I don't think I've ever really used the rapier form of the Raider Palash at all compared to, like, when I pull out the Raider Palash, I'm doing it almost exclusively because I want to use the gun mode. Because then I have access to literally the best spam attack in the game and a high-powered gunshot that fires damn near straight down the middle, unlike some other guns which can be a little off center. The Evelyn is most guilty of this, but I've missed a couple of parries with the Hunter's Pistol a couple of times, but oh, not what I wanted. There we go. Huh, still got all of my HP back. I dig it. Like, it just amazes me that the weapon's first form is so, like, useless to me. Like, there's got to be something about it that I'm just not grasping correctly. That was a sloppy fight. Alright, let's go around the right-hand side this time. Yeah. shit, he has tracking on that. Either that or that's a really big swing. I mean, I know it's got a wide swing on it. It's just... I wasn't expecting it to cover quite that much range around him from the standing position. Oh man, I'm out of Mountain Dew. Good enough. Good old pretty king. Ooh, murky. That's pretty rare. I think that's rapid poison, actually. Shit! I committed to too many attacks. Like, I knew I needed a backstep, but I just had too many attacks queued up. Okay, again. Bloody hell. Cost parasite. What am I doing? Losing my goddamn mind. I'm also slightly curious about how not label block on it. I guess I just was stopping farther enough away from him that he wasn't actually acquiring aggro and therefore gaining a lock-on point. You know what? I'm taking care of you the safe way. That's so much better. And now, I will do more than 50 damage from buff a hit. Look at that. Nothing. He ain't nothing to the Callous Parasite. I will have my loot now, thank you very much. Then I have got just a fantastically ridiculous amount of this dungeon left to continue exploring. This floor is huge, son. Just absurdly large. Also, I would like some light, so that I can make sure I'm not missing any tiny torches. Or tiny chests, I mean. Chests? Is that it? Really? It's usually more than that in these. I've got to be missing some small chests around here somewhere. One, two. Yeah, is that really it? I mean, I'm not in the deepest depths of the dungeon, and this is part of the main dungeon, not a side passage. Still. It's an awfully small amount of rewards. Oh well. Anyway. I would really appreciate it if you guys did not kill me before I've had a chance to get my perk down. Thank you. You guys are frequently just completely unworried about this plane. But you're also generally not aggressive enough for it to matter. I hear that. Oh, that's probably the one upstairs. Again, since I've had such luck from approaching it from this side, I'm going to continue doing that. Okay, maybe he just jumps out. He doesn't actually have an attack attached to that. Strange, but I'll take it. Okay, I'm going to check. Huh. To be fair, though, I'm not going to say that it's particularly unusual for there to not be an ambush spawn there if you run through the middle of the room, because, that nonsense down that hallway. More than worth a couple of missing ambushes. Now, you guys absolutely attack out of your ambush. Okay, I'm going to call this corner clear. And I don't know if I'll have enough to level up when I go back like this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because 100,000 is a decent haul. Wait a minute. Where am I? Okay. Oh, so there's a door to the left here that I just never noticed before. We'll have a look while we're here. Oh, no, wait. Have I been here? I think I've been here. I've always wondered if you could knock those bodies down. If they'll sometimes have an item in them. A valiant effort. You know what? Okay, he did die. Rats in the rafters? Or, in the basement, I suppose. Oh, it's the... one of them. I actually might want to do this. No, wait. Oh, you have something different. Alright, instead of scythes, you are swinging around a dead body. And it causes frenzy. Isn't that cute? I wonder if that one-way door I saw... Oh, hey, that worked out nicely. I was wondering before if I could do that. Either way. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, that one-way door probably comes out... yeah, on the first floor. Yeah, That's an extremely shortcut, but shortcuts are shortcuts. I will take it. Oh, really? Really? This is a problem. Hopefully I can get out of range where the beast isn't aggro on me anymore. Shit! She tracks! And there go my echoes. All 100,000 of them. Why was she just there and ready to aggro on me? She should be guarding the switch. What the hell is up with that? I mean, when I saw her the first time, she wasn't patrolling at all. Bloody hell. Oh, not this door. This. Oh, isn't that cute? Blades of Mercy? Question mark? Fucking twat. No, fucks I don't have to give right now. You cunt. Okay, so she's got some attacks that I can't do. I might have died to her anyway. Either way, why the hell was she at the doorway? With my echoes? No, wait. Were my echoes sitting in the doorway? And she saw that and explicitly walked over to collect them? Is that a mechanic? Did echoes attract aggro of enemies? I mean, that's both rivetingly fascinating and bullshit at the same time, if it's true. That was the cowering animation. Why? I don't have my torch on. And I am again reminded just how shitty the basic attacks on this cost parasite are. So I'm actually losing damage while using this. No. Yes. Fuck. That must be it. She must see my blood echoes and actually aggro onto them. Fucking hit it. Yeah, I didn't even have my little hand lantern on. But that beast was doing his cowering animation. Not sure what was up that. Oh, that appears to be all that there is to this room. So next we have rats. This is a good one for rats. And this is even better. Wow. Okay, and I'm at a dead end of the room, which I appreciate, because it means I have multiple directions that they could be aggroing to me from. It's one of those plague ones in there. I don't actually know the significance. handled that nicely. Clutched my stamina and everything. Having said that, I want to get out my Rage Palash in case there's a hunter in this room. Well, I've got better parrying potential. I saw one watcher with a torch. Oh, not a torch. Flaming weapon. Either way. That's better. Got no loot for me, so I'll just continue searching around this room. Kin Cold Blood might be considered a reward for the room. Oh, fuck, I'm gesturing. That is the dumbest mechanic that they ever came up with. I mean, yes, it's cool and novel that they had an idea to allow you to gesture faster without having to open a menu. But, good God, don't make it permanent. Have the ability to toggle it off, especially when it's using such a prominent a prominent button on the controller that you're tapping all the time. Having said that, that dead end with the Kin Cold Blood appears to have been it, besides the lever room. So one more doorway on this passage of hell and hardships is now conquered, and it links up to the ladder door. And even though 88,000 isn't exactly a significant haul of money, I'm going to still take that shit home and repair my equipment. Maybe buy some bullets or vials, depending on which ones are getting low. So, it took 2.5 hours, but I cleared out 2 doorways, one of which is actually just a shortcut back to the other one in my second floor of the dungeon. Not bad, not bad. Now then, I'm considering this severely. What is your swing? I know that you're basically just a sawtooth in the first one, which is a fantastic attack set for spam. Good, well-rounded. Then the second form, you're just kind of longer. Not quite whip range, but good enough. Then you have a poke, which is absolutely fantastically useful. Your strong attack also has some range. Like, this is a good, well-rounded weapon. It's just... it doesn't have fantastic scaling. So what are the other things that I have at level 6 that would compete? I'm not interested in the rifle sphere. I could probably... well, no, that's a strength weapon. That's kind of teasing me. Is it a strength weapon? Oh, no, maybe not. Is this a quality weapon? Okay, let me upgrade that some more and see how the scaling turns out. I actually had just enough to do that. Oh, it technically is a thrust weapon. Like, I had to severely up my strength to be able to wield this from its base value, but... if that's a quality weapon, I'm severely tempted to upgrade for that, because I've always wanted to use it. Anyway, though, yeah, this is better scaling one way or the other, so... I really would like to have more options for that serrated damage bonus. Because the whip is a bit awkward for some enemies. And that's quite literally the only other serrated weapon I have. And this does scale, you know, slightly better than most things would with scale. So yeah, we'll go for it. I am definitely out of chunks. I think chunks are a little on the expensive side, given that I have a spot to farm them though. Yeah, 20 a pop, hell no. Better just save up and buy your blood rock than to spend 20 per when you need like, what, 12, 14 to do a full upgrade? What is it? 4, no, 3, 8, and then, fuck, I don't know. 3, 5, and then, I don't remember the last one. 8, 3, 5, and 8, so that's what, 16 total? At 20 insight a pop? How about, no. Especially when the blood rock is 60. Either way, I can't use it yet. But now it's on its path. It's on the way. That is insane. Oh, that transforms. That shit pulls out your own hand. Does it get bigger when I do that? No, I think it just opens its hand. Yeah, just spreads the fingers out a bit. It honestly feels like this is a weapon where after a fully charged strong attack there should be a combo or something after it. Alright, so what's the L2 like? Heavy stamina, double attacks. Looks like they have pretty strong stagger potential too. And if I remember right, this weapon changes when you put Beast Rune in. Well, no, I haven't upgraded yet. What am I thinking? Like, no, I can't equip and use that in a dungeon this high level. So, we'll go with this. Do I keep the stamina on? Yeah. I should really spend those 27 and buy, like, vials and bullets. But, meh, whatever. 27 ain't nothing anymore these days. Something fucked up on that thing's aggro. Or AI. Not that I'm playing, because that was very weird. That looks like a door I can open from this side, but I'll double check. So yeah, that's the boss door. And then this is my shortcut. It goes down to where the lever is. That's the lantern. Okay. Oh, I actually forget that I have these sometimes. But in exchange of not getting lost, they're not bad. They're very subtle. Good enough. Absolutely sure this room is clean. Double check for doors and shit. Okay, so there's one more door all the way down. Which means that this might actually be a one-way. Nope. Okay, I can open it. What? What? Seriously? What is this bullshit? What is the point of this door? What is the point of this passage? Why is this here? What purpose does it serve? I don't even know. What's going on? I don't know anymore. Okay. It's on to the boss, I guess. We'll check for a side passage. And if there isn't one, we will make sure that there isn't one. But all the way down here. And this... I don't like this. We went into underground. Unusual noises. It could be either a beast or... It's been a long time since I fought one of the giants. And I wouldn't remember what they sound like anymore. So, I'm actually going to cut the stream here so that I can truncate the other one. And change the title to reflect that I killed the first layer boss, and then the whole rest of this was just exploring the second layer. My god. This dungeon was quite long.